Greetings, Japan fans. Today's show we're going to look at stress. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 10th year of the Leadership Japan series. 10 years, that is incredible. And I am your host in Tokyo, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie Tokyo franchise owner, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, which is Zaegyo in Japanese, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery, or in Japanese, Anata mo Puruzen Tatsujin, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muni Suru wa Yamemashou, and all are available on Amazon. This podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan. Trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn. Unlike many other hosting organizations, Libsyn have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on Apple Podcasts. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show podcast. Tuesday, the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oishia Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcasto Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show podcast. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is dozo, dozo, dozo. Very useful word. We use it often in terms of please go ahead. If someone's maybe in an elevator and you know who's going to go out first, you can please indicate dozo and means you go first. Or if you're about to start eating, maybe their dishes come before yours, and you can just say dozo, which means please start eating. So dozo, dozo, dozo. Now this is episode number 541. Today we are talking about the exorbitant cost of leader stress. I'm putting this content together for me to remind myself that psychosomatic illness is a real thing. And there are plenty of graveyards with ambitious, thrusting leaders pushing up daisies because the stress killed them. Being an Aussie male is a health hazard. We are taught from a young age to harden up, soldier on, keep going no matter what. She'll be right is our approach to health issues, which is why we don't bother going to the doctor or take good care of ourselves. Male leaders in general, I would say, are not good at taking care of their health. Too many fags, too much grog, not enough exercise, and bad eating habits piling up, one on top of the other. We had extra kilos and can't figure out why we can't shake that tummy roll as we down an excellent red. We keep working late rather than get to the gym, or we are permanently tired in the morning, can't muster the energy to get out of bed to jog or walk to get our aerobic exercise quotient. This is during normal times. And then we get hit by additional stress from insufficient results, staff issues, or any number of things in business which can drive you nuts. Before you know it, your blood pressure is very high, and this is the problem. You don't recognize it as high because you've been functioning like this for so long, you don't notice anything has changed. Annual health checks are good because they flag things that are going sideways, but there's a long break between results, and a lot can kill us in that 1 year interval. My recent health check flagged high blood pressure. And in typical Aussie male fashion, I just dismissed it because I didn't believe it. It was just a one-off. I said to myself, a small blip, nothing to worry about. My wife, being a lot smarter than me, bought one of those home blood pressure readers, and now I realize This was not a blip. By the way, I know exactly where the stress is coming from, and I thought I was on top of it. I didn't feel anything was particularly wrong. Nothing felt different, but that is when we get ambushed. There are a range of medical solutions I'll be discovering very shortly, no doubt, but what else can we do to self-manage our stress? One little 4-point formula I like is the following. 1. What is the problem? This sounds easy, but it isn't. Often there are multiple problems. We are wandering through the day assaulted on all sides by various problems, like a swarm of bees buzzing around inside our head, all struggling for individual attention. We have to decide which is the queen bee of problems, the biggie, the one we have to face down first. Find out more. We come back from the break. Today's show is brought to you by our public courses, but we also are doing custom in-house programs. We do these in both Japanese and English. We do them face-to-face in our super safe classroom, and we do them live online. The show today is being brought to you on the 16th and 17th of November by our high-impact presentations course in Japanese. On the 7th of December, we're doing our 3-day version of our Dale Carnegie course. That's our flagship program. Go to our website at www.dale-carnegie, carnegie.co.jp. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, which in Japanese is Zaegyo. This is the Bible for selling in Japan. Japan Business Mastery, Japan Presentations Mastery, plus Stop Wasting Money on Training, which in Japanese is Training de Okane o Muru ni Sunu wa Yamimashou, and all are available on Amazon. If you like learning by watching videos, we have nearly 2,000 there for you at Tokyo, Japan, Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's the premier business show on Japan every Monday, Tokyo time. Fridays, we have the Japan Business Mastery Show, and on Saturdays, we release Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders from small, medium enterprises all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic, leading in Japan. Every second Thursday, we release the Business Pro Terebi Show. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. Number 2. What are the causes of the problem? Again, sounds simple, but it isn't. There can be so many causes and interrelated causes. We're struggling to sort out where we should start. We have to decide which is the most egregious cause of our main concern. Which cause should we prioritize above the turmoil we are facing? Number 3, what are the possible solutions? This is an important step because we move from the back foot to the front foot and we start to engage the positive part of our brain. When we get to this stage, we need to suspend judgment and just go for as many ideas as we can manage. Some will be stupid, unrealistic, unworkable, and some great. But we want to get them all out. That stupid, crazy, dopey idea may trigger another thought. We can't get that idea to work, but if we tweaked it like this, we could get this better result. Type of conversation with ourselves. The better idea may not have emerged without the help of the stupid idea. Number 4, what is the best possible solution? It may be the best of a bad bunch of alternatives and far from perfect, but at least we've arrived at a possible way forward. We now have a possible map to navigate the future and to get to the best possible results, given where we find ourselves. We may need to amend and improve the idea as we execute it, but that is what we do all day long in business, isn't it? So we are good at that sort of thing. We've gone from paralysis to movement. This is not the end in itself, but we are at least moving forward. And that brings back some sense of control over our world. Our stress is usually severely amplified when we feel we have no control and have that Damoclean sword perched above our neck, threatening to plunge forth at any moment. So, Greg, don't make the typical Aussie male your role model. Get checked out for stress. High blood pressure is a quick indicator that you are not handling it as well as you thought, pal. Work on your bad habits, which you know intimately. but have been in denial about changing thus far. Use this 4-point formula to slay the big red dragons troubling you. Get busy getting healthier, and that means from right now. Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then tell your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. You can contact me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Our website is www.dale-carnegie.co.jp. Until the next episode, take what you thought valuable, put it into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. So be one of them. Remember, I'm in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.